Hey guys, what's happening? Welcome back to Pseu's Brew Reviews. It's been a while since our last review because I was sick for the last 2 weeks. I got food poisoned, and then I had some sort of like viral like lung thing going on. It wasn't COVID. I got tested. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. I'm cool now. Um, but now I wanted to recover and give some time before drinking again. But now that we're back, we're going to kick it off with a bang. So today, we got our favorite brewery from Oklahoma City. This is Prairie Artisan Ales with a new bottled offering. Yeah, baby, look at that. This is the Prairie Sundae Service beer. And it's really interesting. I love the artwork on this. It's got this all lovely pink background and a kind of a parody of the Last Supper. We got Jesus with his sunglasses and a big old sundae, a big old ice cream sundae bowl, and then all the disciples in the background just chilling, eating ice cream in the back. It's really funny. Loving this artwork. So 10 out of 10 for that. But this beer, I only glanced at the description of it, of the ingredients. But let me tell you right now, it looks like a clusterfuck. It looks like there's going to be a ton going on in this beer. So here's the description. It is a hot fudge sundae inspired bourbon barrel aged imperial stout with fudge, chocolate, vanilla, sprinkles, peanuts, and cherries. Now, I'm not a brewer, obviously, but how the hell do you flavor a beer like that? How do you actually put maraschino cherries and chocolate and vanilla and sprinkles and peanuts like into the brew? I mean, how do you actually incorporate all this ridiculousness? Um, I love to think that they're just throwing hot fudge sundaes into like the vat with the beer, but I don't know. And so to complement this ridiculously sweet treat, well, at least I hope it's sweet. It's a hot fudge sundae beer. Um, this has an alcohol content, brace yourself, of 14.9%. That is high. This is like wine high. I mean, I don't even really know how high alcohol content wine is, but it's not. I know it's not as high as like actual spirits, which is like 33%, something around there. But 14.9% by volume. That is absolutely insane. Um, yeah, this beer is looking dark. It's looking dangerous, and I am ready to crack it open and give it a taste. I can't wait. Really. We got our frozen mug here. I've been letting it sit. All the ice is melted, but yeah, just gonna dump this out. We're gonna dump it out and get to pouring on this boy. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, nice and cold, that one. Oh my. Yep. Basically what I was expecting from this prairie. Any of their bourbon barrel aged stouts, not very carbonated. Not a lot of head going on here, and it is totally, utterly pitch black. It's got a dark brown head, but man, this beer it's darkness. It's darkness. It's evil. Anyway, let's give it a smell. Man, right off the top, smelling that syrupy chocolate and maraschino cherry flavor. Those are the things that are leaping out at me right now. Um, I'm almost getting like caramel. I know, I'm not sure if they said that there was caramel in there, but yeah, I'm getting like a kind of strong caramel smell from it. All right, well, let's give this bad boy a try. Uh, Cheers, everybody. Let's go. Mm. Oh man, that is a heavy beer. Wow. Okay, there's a lot to go in, a lot to get into here with this one. So yeah, the palate, God, the mouthfeel is extremely murky, just very viscous, thick, but smooth. It's got a velvety smoothness to it. Very, very. I don't know. It's almost soft to me. It's like it's almost like you can taste how it was made with like chocolate sauce or something. It's kind of it's very thick and smooth and I don't know, just very murky. I don't know how, like murky is not typically what you would describe like a mouthfeel, but that's what this tastes. That's what this feels like. Okay, I'm definitely getting some of the kind of like the roasted peanut flavor in there. It's got like a little bit of the dryness of like the peanuts, which is pretty interesting. Um, but I'm also tasting a lot of like chocolate and caramel in here. I mean, obviously, you're not going to really be able to taste sprinkles. That's just sugar. Um, Cherries. I think the cherries is where I mean, maybe they didn't use like maraschino cherries. They used actual like dark cherries because I'm getting this like heavy alcoholic and like cherry, almost cough syrupy bitterness to it. Um, it's very the bitterness isn't like very pronounced. The sweetness is definitely overtaking all bitterness that could ever be in this beer. It's very sick. It's very sickly sweet, I would say. Hmm. Yeah, fudge. I forgot it said fudge in there, but that makes a lot more sense. The fudge flavor is what I was mistaking for chocolate. I mean, chocolate and fudge kind of one and the same almost. But yeah, it's like really, really rich chocolate taste. Um, and it's like the high alcohol content and the bourbon barrel age quality of it makes it taste like a really rich dark chocolate fudge to me. Um, the cherry does kind of get lost in there, but all the other elements are actually you can actually pick them out a little bit. Fudge and chocolate, peanuts and cherries. Yeah. Um, I do like the peanut flavor. It kind of rounds it out a little bit, but overall, this beer, hmm. Well, I applaud Prairie for doing such ridiculous things, and going so like all in and just going ham on this flavor. Because I mean, there aren't many other beer companies making like Sundae beers with this high alcohol content in a bourbon barrel aged stout. I mean, it's crazy. uh, Prairie just kind of with their bourbon barrel aged stouts, they lean heavily into dessert flavors with them, and they oftentimes will just kind of slam a bunch of random stuff into it. But the bourbon barrel aged stout core kind of remains there, and I've had enough of these where I can take I know that flavor, and like that flavor is definitely here, and you kind of have to just like really search and kind of think about all the other ingredients to not have them just get lost in that like really dark bourbon barrel aged, you know, base basically. All the other stuff is just kind of added on toppings, but the bourbon barrel aged stout is the ice cream of this Sundae, I would say. But I think to me, this beer is really it's a really hard it's a hard one to judge. Um, it's got a lot going on. It's very interesting. It's very complex. There's all these little flavors. You can if you close your eyes and you really search for each one, you can pick them out, which is really cool, and it makes for a really deep drinking experience. But at the same time, um, it is very, very sweet and very, very hearty, and I would say, like, I'm once I get to about this point on this beer, I'm gonna have had enough of it. I'm gonna be like, oh man, I'm like getting a buzz, and I'm just drinking like liquid fudge and chocolate and stuff. It's very heavy. I don't know. I'm very conflicted with this one. On one hand, I like it, and I like the concept and what it's going for. I like how I can pick out all the different flavors, but it's just too much, man. It's overwhelming almost. It really is overwhelming. And for that, I think I gotta give this one a 6.2, a 6.2 out of 10. I would definitely have this beer again sometime in the future, like years from now. But for what I paid for this beer, this is not a cheap beer. This is like, I think this beer was like $14 or something like that. It was absolutely absurd. But $14, 14%, whatever. Yeah, I'll try this beer again in like another year or so or two. But God, this is not a beer I would drink like every weekend at all, or even like once a month. Like, this is a once a year beer for me. It is decadent. It is very heavy and thick, very hearty, very filling, and extremely overcomplicated. So yeah, but the flavors are nice. The flavors are cool. So 6.2 out of 10, I think, is pretty fair. If you want to get drunk off of one beer and you want a Sundae, this is the beer you should find. But yeah, I had like a tolerance break when I was sick, and I gotta tell you, once I finish this beer, I'm gonna be feeling it. Anyway, thanks for watching, y'all. I appreciate it so much, and yeah, check out my stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 4 to 10 p.m. I play League of Legends. This is Sudarity from Pseu's Brew Reviews, and have a good one. Peace.